Okay, real talk for a second. Put your phone down. Stop multitasking. Just be here for a minute. I want you to do something weird. Imagine you, but 10 years from now, could literally text you. Like future. You somehow gets one message through to current you. What do you think they'd say? Be honest. Would they be like, yo, thank you so much for the choices you're making right now? Or would they be absolutely screaming at you to wake the hell up and change what you're doing? Because here's the thing, and I need you to really hear this. Every choice you're making today is literally building the life future you has to live in. Like you're the architect, but you're also going to be the one living in the house. And most of us, we're just winging it, making whatever choice feels easiest, hitting snooze, ordering takeout, scrolling, telling ourselves, hey, I'll start Monday. But Monday never comes, does it? Be honest with yourself. Look, I'm making this video because 10 years from now, there are two versions of you. One's going to be really grateful you watched this and actually did something. The other one's going to be full of regret because you didn't. So which one you want to be? Because right now, you get to choose. Let's not mess this up. Before we continue, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Chapter 1. Your future self already exists. All right, this is going to sound trippy, but stay with me. Your future self, they're already out there. Like, they already exist. They're living in 2035 or whatever, dealing with the consequences of what you're doing right now. And they remember this exact moment. They remember you sitting here watching this video at this exact point in your life. Wild, right? So the question is, are they looking back at this moment like, thank God I made that decision? Or are they like, why didn't I listen? Why didn't I change? Think about it. You right now, you're literally living in the future that past you created. That job you have, past you either went for it or didn't. That relationship, past you made choices that led here. That body you're walking around in, past you either took care of it or didn't. Everything you're experiencing right now is because of decisions you made months or years ago. And here's the kind of messed up part. Past you probably wasn't thinking about you at all. They were just doing whatever felt good in the moment. But you're the one dealing with it now. So are you going to do the same thing to future you? Just make whatever choice is easiest and leave them to clean up the mess? Or are you actually going to think about what they need from you? Because future you can't come back and fix this. Only you can do that. And the clock's ticking, my friend. What's it going to be? Chapter 2. The pain of regret versus the pain of discipline. Okay, there's this quote that honestly changed how I think about everything. You're going to suffer either way, either from the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Choose wisely. Let me break this down because it's actually huge. The pain of discipline, that's waking up early when your bed feels amazing. That's going to the gym when you're tired. That's saving money when there's cool stuff you want to buy. That's having that awkward conversation instead of avoiding it. That's doing the work when you really, really don't feel like it. Does that suck? Yeah. In the moment, it absolutely sucks. But you know what sucks way more? Being 50, out of shape, broke, stuck in a life you hate, and knowing, like actually knowing, you could have changed it, but you just didn't. That's regret. And that pain doesn't go away. It actually gets worse. Every year, it gets heavier. Here's the difference. Discipline hurts temporarily, but it builds you. Regret hurts permanently, and it destroys you. So which pain you going to choose? That extra hour of sleep feels incredible right now. I get it. But future, you would literally give anything to have the energy and opportunities you're wasting while you sleep in. That safe job that's slowly killing your soul? It feels comfortable now. But future you is going to be trapped in it, wishing you'd had the guts to take a risk when you were younger and had less to lose. Choose the pain that makes you stronger, not the pain that makes you regret everything. Chapter 3. You're trading your life for comfort. Let's talk about comfort. Because honestly, comfort is quietly ruining your life and you don't even realize it. You're trading massive future gains for tiny little present comforts. And you're doing it all day, every day. Think about yesterday. How many times did you pick comfort over growth? You scrolled instead of reading. Comfort over growth. You stayed home instead of networking. Comfort over opportunity. You had the easy conversation instead of the real one. Comfort over honesty. You watch Netflix instead of learning that skill. Comfort over development. And in the moment, none of these feel like a big deal, right? That's the whole trap. One day, whatever. 1 week, still fine. 1 year, that's when you start feeling stuck. 10 years, that's when you wake up and go, what happened to my life? Here's what nobody wants to admit. You can't have comfort and growth. You have to pick one. Every time you choose comfort, you're choosing to stay exactly where you are, which means future, you stay stuck too. Your future self doesn't need you to be comfortable. They need you to be strong. They need you to build skills, take risks, have hard conversations, do the scary stuff. Because the person you need to become to get the life you want, that person gets built through discomfort, not through sitting on your couch eating chips. So right now, you're choosing between two futures. One where you pushed through the hard stuff and became someone amazing, or one where you stayed comfortable and stayed stuck. Which one's worth it to you? Chapter 4. The compound effect of small decisions. All right, here's something that took me way too long to understand. Big results don't come from big actions. They come from small actions. You repeat over and over and over. It's called compound effect. And it's either working for you or against you. There's no middle ground. Going to the gym once? Literally doesn't matter. Going to the gym 3 times a week for a year? That changes everything. Reading for 20 minutes today? Meaningless. Reading 20 minutes every day for 5 years? Dude, that's like 100 books. That's a completely different level of knowledge. Saving $10 today? Who cares? Saving $10 a day for 30 years and investing it. That's literally hundreds of thousands of dollars. But here's why most people quit. We judge our actions by immediate results. And immediate results are always tiny. So we're like, this isn't working. Why bother? But future you knows the truth. They're living in the compound results of your daily choices right now. That body they're walking around in, that's thousands of small food choices and workouts, or lack of workouts. That career they have, that's thousands of small choices to learn stuff and meet people, or to not. That bank account, thousands of small spending choices. Every single day, you're compounding in some direction. The question is, which direction? And here's the brutal truth. You won't see results for years. That's why most people never even start. They want instant results. But your future self doesn't care about instant anything. They care about where you end up. So start compounding in the right direction. Like today, because time's going to pass anyway. Might as well use it. Chapter 5. You're running out of time and that's good. Okay, let's get real uncomfortable for a second. You're going to die. I know. Nobody wants to think about it. But hear me out. You've got what? 60, 70, maybe 80 years if you're lucky? Sounds like a lot, right? Except you've already burned through 20, 30, maybe 40 of those years, and you're not getting them back. They're gone. Let's say you're 25. You've got maybe 55 years left. That's 660 months. Sounds like a lot until you realize that's only 660 chances to actually do something. 660 months to build the life you want. 660 opportunities to become who you're supposed to be. And how are you spending them? Scrolling TikTok? Look, I'm not trying to bum you out. I'm trying to wake you up. Because once you actually understand that your time is limited, everything changes. That grudge you're holding? Total waste of your limited time. That dream you're putting off? You might not have time later. That skill you want to learn? Start now or maybe never. Your future self knows exactly how much time got wasted, and they're literally begging you not to waste more. But here's the good news, and this is important. Urgency is like rocket fuel. When you realize you don't have forever, you stop making excuses. You stop waiting for perfect conditions. You stop needing everything to feel ready. You just go. Because the only time you actually have is this moment, right now, and you're either using it to build something or you're letting it disappear. Future you is counting on these moments, so don't waste them, okay? Chapter 6. Your excuses are expensive. Let's talk about all those excuses you keep making, because they're costing you everything. I'm too tired. Cool. That excuse just cost you a workout, which over time cost you your health. I don't have time. Awesome. That excuse just cost you progress, which over time cost you your dreams. I'll start Monday. Nice. That excuse just cost you a week, which compounds into years. I'm not ready yet. Great. That excuse just cost you experience, which over time costs you expertise. Every excuse feels free in the moment. It's just words, right? Wrong. Excuses are the most expensive thing you can buy. You're literally paying for them with your future. Your future self doesn't have excuses. They have results. Either the results they wanted or the results they settled for because of excuses. Here's what I've noticed. Successful people and unsuccessful people have the same excuses available, same obstacles, same problems, same challenges. You know what's different? One group uses them as reasons to quit. The other group uses them as reasons to find another way. I don't have time. Wake up earlier. Stay up later. Cut out the stuff that doesn't actually matter. I don't have money. Start with free YouTube videos. Work an extra gig. Stop buying stuff you don't need. I'm not ready. Nobody's ever ready. You get ready by doing it scared. Every person you look up to had access to the same excuses. They just chose not to use them. Your future self isn't going to care about your excuses. They're just going to care whether you actually did the thing or not. So what matters more, your excuses or your future? Be honest. Chapter 7. The person you need to become. Real talk. The life you want requires a version of you that doesn't exist yet. Let that sink in. You can't have a six-figure life with minimum wage habits. You can't have amazing relationships if you suck at communication. You can't have a healthy body if you keep eating like garbage. There's a gap between who you are now and who you need to be. And that gap, it's filled with growth, discomfort, and change. Most people want the results, but they don't want to become the person who gets those results. They want to be rich, but don't want to become disciplined with money. They want to be fit, but don't want to become someone who actually enjoys working out. They want to have great relationships, but don't want to do the work to become emotionally mature. So they stay stuck, wanting stuff they're not willing to grow into. Your future self isn't just you with more money or a better body. They're a different person. They think differently, act differently, value different things. And the only way to become them? Start changing now. What does the person with your dream life do every day? Do that. How does the person with your ideal body treat food? Do that. How does the person with your dream career approach learning? Do that. You can't wait until you feel like that person. You become that person by acting like them before you feel ready. This is the part nobody tells you. You got to let go of who you are now to become who you need to be. And that's scary. But your future self? They're so grateful you were brave enough to change. Start becoming them today. Not Monday. Today. What's one thing you can do right now? Chapter 8. What your future self wishes you knew? All right. If future you could send you a text right now, here's what it would say. Dude, stop waiting for perfect timing. It doesn't exist. I wasted years waiting for the right moment and it never came. Just start messy and figure it out as you go. Stop caring what people think. Seriously, most of them aren't even thinking about you. They're too worried about themselves, and the ones judging, they're not paying your bills. So why do you care? Take care of your body now. I know you feel invincible, but you're not. Every junk food binge, every skipped workout, I'm dealing with that now. Your body is the only one you get. Treat it better. Invest in yourself before buying stuff. That course, that book, that mentor, those change your life. That new phone, you won't even remember it in 6 months. Have the hard conversations. That thing you're avoiding, it's not going to go away. And the longer you wait, the worse it gets. Just say the thing, even if it's uncomfortable. Spend time with the people you love. I would give anything for more time with the people I lost. Stop being too busy for the people who matter. Work will always be there. They won't. Take more risks. My biggest regrets aren't the things I tried and failed at. They're the things I never tried because I was scared. Fear is expensive. It cost me opportunities I'll never get back. You're more capable than you think. Every time you doubted yourself and did it anyway, you proved yourself wrong. Trust yourself more. This is what future you knows. Question is, you gonna listen? Chapter 9. The decision that changes everything. Okay, Here we are. Decision time. You can close this video, go back to scrolling, and literally nothing changes. Future. You stays on the same path, same problems, same stuck situation. Or you can make a different choice. And I'm not talking about overhauling your entire life today. That's overwhelming and you won't do it. I'm talking about one small decision. Just one thing that future you will thank you for. Maybe it's signing up for that thing you've been thinking about. Finally scheduling that appointment. Sending that text you've been scared to send. Going for a walk instead of watching another episode. Putting $20 in a savings account. Deleting that app that's eating your time. Waking up 30 minutes earlier tomorrow. Just one thing. One small act of rebellion against your current trajectory. Because small choices, they compound into massive results. Future you isn't built in one day. They're built one choice at a time, over and over, until those choices become habits, and those habits become who you are. And it starts right now, with this decision, to do one thing different. So what's it going to be? I'm serious. Pause the video and pick one thing. What's the one thing you're going to do different today? Look, 10 years from now, you're going to be somewhere. That's guaranteed. Time's going to pass whether you like it or not. The only question is, where are you going to be? Living a life you're actually proud of, grateful you made hard choices, or full of regret, wishing you'd had the guts to change when you had the chance. Your future self is watching this moment right now. They remember it? Is this going to be the moment everything changed, or the moment you had a chance and walked away? Your call. But make it knowing this. Future. You's either going to thank you or resent you for what you do next. Which one you want? Stop waiting. Stop with the excuses. Stop choosing comfort when you know you need growth. Your future self is begging you to start. Right now. Today. This moment. Don't blow it.